if y'all realize that or not, but Sunday is Easter. I went ahead and grabbed a few of my favorite things at Trader Joe's this week just so that we could be ready. We do not have any big family celebrations anymore since all of my grandparents and both of my parents are gone. My family was the big, let's all sit down and eat until you literally can't move group. Okay, so that was the MO for my family. But since they are gone, we do not have the big, sit down meals. We still do like to gather as a family, but we do more simple, light, not so big things. That's a good question. Carol Lou wants to know if we're having the chat next week. So I should be done with all of my family things by 5 o'clock. I mean, it might be, maybe I'll show you what we do with our leftovers. Maybe I'll show you what we do with our Easter eggs that don't get left out in the yard. But let me know. Do you all want to do the chat next week? So if you're here with us live, go ahead and comment and let me know yes or no. Chat next week since it's Easter. And if you watch this on YouTube, let me know yes or no next week. You can comment. If you want me to do a chat next week, Melissa says yes. Or on our, Joycelyn, I'm going to mispronounce it every time. Joycelyn says yes. So if you all, and Sandra says yes. So again, yeah, just let me know. So if you're watching this another way, let me know if you would like for us to be here. Okay, and Jonna says yes, and Debbie says yes. And Sandra's going north to see daughter and granddaughter, yeah, and Elena's up for it. Okay, so maybe we'll do leftover Easter eggs next week. So they might be funky colored, something to do with eggs. Okay, so I went ahead and went to Trader Joe's though, because again, we do not have big family get-togethers, big family events anymore, since parents and grandparents are gone. But we can still have fun. So let me show you what I got at Trader Joe's. So how many of you all, oh no, Kathy says you need lots of help because she lost her mom a month ago. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to mention, not trying to bring y'all down. Don't know if y'all remember this or not, but my dad passed away on Easter. It's been a couple of years ago, 3 years ago now. And then my mom passed away on Easter Sunday 2 years ago. John's mother, who is still alive, was born on Easter. Her birthday this year is on Easter, and Sunday is Easter. So we're praying for no weird things out of Granny, okay? Come on, Granny. Let's get through this Easter. Let's get through this Easter well, okay? Okay, so some things from Trader Joe's. First things first, a couple of 0 Point veggies that I picked up while I was there. Trader Joe's does always have cool things like eggplant. This eggplant is a lot more slender shape than the ones that I've been finding at Publix and things. And this is just the right size for, I'm going to be making a, what? Carol Lou's never been to Trader Joe's? Go. She says there's not one close to her. I don't care. How far away is it? How far away? Take a cooler. Go. I'm driving to get you right now. We are going. But this, and what are these? Are these aubergines? Is Caroline still here? Is that what these are called? Is this the correct European name for this? But anyway, the shape of this eggplant, it's going to go perfectly. I'm going to roast it in the air fryer. And this, and the yellow squash, 0 points for eggplant. Loretta, y'all got to go. Got to find one and go. The yellow squash, and Trader Joe's has sliced baby bell mushrooms. So they are already sliced, but they are baby bell mushrooms. All of those are going to get roasted, and I'm going to use those in one of those tortilla things that Alyssa and I've been making, and I cannot wait. Okay, all y'all that have never been to Trader Joe's, you've got to go. I'm just telling you though, your first trip through, you're gonna think, what on earth? Because the people that are shopping there seem crazy. It took me a couple of trips before I was like, oh, I get this. I am also crazy. The first time I was like, what are these people doing? Because people just go in and they go straight to like, I don't know, sections, and you're thinking, what are they doing? But I do that now. Sandra says she doesn't like Trader Joe's because it costs too much. Sandra, everything, that actually shocks me. Everything that I got an entire buggy full of stuff, and it was less than what I would have paid for one bag full of things at the other grocery store. So I am shocked. It is not at all like Sam's. So Loretta, it's not at all like Sam's. They have their own brand name things. A lot of it is organic. I don't know, it's just a cool place to go. Maybe I'll just take you all there one time. If they're open after 8, maybe we could do a field trip there one day. Speaking of bags though, don't forget the Trader Joe's bags are so sturdy, you can actually use them as luggage. And I have done that many, many, many times. Okay, that was just a side comment. Also, this week, they had blood oranges. Our Trader Joe's had blood, and actually they're owned by Aldi. So Lynn says it's more like Aldi. They are owned by the same company. So this week they had blood oranges. They also had Cara oranges, but I decided I wanted the blood oranges instead. And they had Honeycrisp apples. Their Pinata apples are the best. They are the best apples you've ever had. I do like to get the Honeycrisps though at Trader Joe's because they're little. They're not little, but they're smaller. Do you see how small they are? These are perfect to put in my bag for #PurseCheck, or to take for Alyssa or Bo has just started eating apples, to take for them to pack, because it's a smaller apple and you don't waste as much. Their water, they do have mountain spring water. Of course, this is 0 points. The Cara oranges, which is not what I got. The blood oranges and the Pound Crusher. Oh, Irma, very good, very good, very good, very good. Sorry, Irma just sidetracked me for a second, but she was doing her homework. And yes, Carolina said aubergine. Is that correct? Yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, so yes, I was calling my little eggplant the right thing. It's an aubergine. And I was pretty sure that was the name of the color also. But anyway, Trader Joe's water, I always stock up on Trader Joe's water. They've got mountain spring water, and I think it is usually sprung from a spring near you, and if I had on stronger glasses I could confirm that for you. But anyway, I do like their mountain spring water. It comes in this, I like this size. It is a 1.5 quart or a 1.5 liter bottle. This is a nice size for us to share. Like, I'll take one of these to work and drink it, but it has a nice flavor and it just tastes like water. It doesn't taste like anything else. It just tastes like water. Obviously 0 points. I wanted to point out that the Cuban style black beans, I buy these often from Trader Joe's, and Tricia's for sure doing her homework. The Cuban style black beans at Trader Joe's, these are a family favorite. A half a cup is still 0 points. So just wanted to point that out in case you are using beans as a good source of protein in your 0 point food, selections. Just for fun, I did scan Dusty's dog treats, so I get the dog treats, assorted natural flavors, blah, 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 low fat, fun shapes and sizes, whatever. I did go ahead and scan these. I just wanted to see if these would come up with points, and oddly enough, this came up as kale salad for 11 points. So don't eat the dog treats. I'm sure they're human grade food, but I just scanned it for fun just to see what would happen. Okay, these are for the girls. I personally do not eat these, but I want to show them to you just in case you have grandchildren. If you find yourself, and like Trish, grandchildren, Carol Lou, grandchildren, just in case you find yourself, in a pinch and you have something like this that you have collected for your grandchildren, these are some of Alyssa's favorites. She likes these. She prefers these over like the what are they called? They're not Nature Valley. There's some kind of little snack cake thing that's more like a Fig Newton or whatever. She actually prefers these. Like, she will grab these and take these and eat them. But they've got organic mango, apple and strawberry, apple and mango. There's a couple of different flavors. There's some that have banana in them. And they are anywhere from 2 to 4 points depending on what is in them. Those are, according to Alyssa, very delicious, and in a pinch you could eat one. They also have fruit leathers. This time I grabbed apple apricot and apple raspberry, and it is dried fruit, and these are 2 points for a fruit leather. They are delicious. A Nutribar, yes, that's what I'm thinking of, Debbie. That's what I'm thinking of. And the fruit leather buttons, which Alyssa does like, but that would be a, and Joycelyn already did her homework too. So 2 points and 3 points. These are mango peel away fruit leather buttons and grape mango fruit leather buttons. And the only difference between the reason this one's 2 and this one is 3 is this one has 3 grams of added sugar. So that's the only That's the only difference on those two. But great little snack if you're keeping them for the kids or the grandkids, and you just need, and you think, I just gotta have something. That would be, you know, a great one to grab. I always, when I'm there, get organic tofu, and they have, this one is my favorite, and it is the Trader Joe's brand. So we were talking about a few minutes ago that Trader Joe's has their own brand of things. So it's either going to be Trader Joe's, I think it's Giotto, or is that what it is? When it's Italian, it's like Trader Giotto's or something. They're really cutesy with their names. I don't know, it's just a cute, fun store. I highly, highly, highly recommend going there. But I always get their organic sprouted tofu, and it's the Trader Joe's brand, and I always get the extra firm. Number one, because it's extra firm, and I prefer extra firm tofu. Number two, because it is 0 points. So if you're looking for something that's meatless, something that you can add flavor to, and you can make it taste like whatever you add to it, before you all start gagging, my meatless friends already know this, but for those of you who think, tofu, I can't eat that. If you've ever eaten Chinese food, you're eating tofu. Pretty much it goes into everything. You're already eating some kind of soy product a lot in a lot of the food that you're eating. But tofu is like eating an egg. So like you wouldn't just crack an egg and without preparing it, you wouldn't just eat it. You wouldn't just eat a raw egg. Thinking about tofu that way, same thing. And yes, Phyllis, you can freeze half of it, but that's the same thing. And we'll talk about tofu another time. And if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and search tofu, you'll find several of my favorite tofu recipes. But the reason I like this one from Trader Joe's, and Phyllis is exactly on it, she already noticed it's divided into two. So price of one, but it's divided into two, and you can just cut down the middle, and you can either freeze the other half, you can save the other half. You do not have to use the whole thing at one time. Okay. Oh, Trisha's already doing her homework too. Y'all are killing it tonight. Okay. We have that. I sadly have not found any fat-free ricotta cheese in a long time. Oh, that's right, Debbie. Sorry, I'm going to sidetrack. Debbie's exactly right. Trader Ming's, Trader Giotto, Trader Jose, Trader Yosef, Trader Joe Sands. Good job, Tris. Trader Jacques. So yeah, they have all these cutesy, funny names depending on what nationality the food is. But sadly, I have not found any fat-free ricotta cheese. I've not been able to find it here in quite a while. I used to get it at Publix, but the part skim ricotta cheese at Trader Joe's, and I'm going to be using it on the tortilla that has the eggplant, the aubergine, the mushrooms, and the yellow peppers. I'm going to be using this with that. But it is for 1/8 of a cup, which 1/8 of a cup is plenty. 1/8 of a cup is 2 tablespoons. That is plenty of ricotta cheese for what I'm going to be making here in a couple of days. But 1/8 of a cup is 2 points. That's not bad for cheese, especially if you like ricotta cheese. To go with it, I'm going to be adding the Trader Joe's. It is just Trader Joe's on this, right? Trader Joe's light mozzarella cheese. So the light, something just fell over. Low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese. It has 60% less fat and 25% fewer calories than their regular shredded mozzarella cheese. You would never know it. So this is absolutely my favorite light mozzarella cheese. For 1 ounce, it is 2 smart points. This is my favorite. It melts perfectly. I do not eat fat-free cheese. I'm just curious. We're going to pause for a second. Who on here likes fat-free cheese? Give me a thumbs up if you like fat-free cheese. Let's see if there's anybody. Or even if you just use fat-free cheese, give me a thumbs up. Oh no, Barbara's internet connection's not good. Yeah, Irma says no way. I'm a no way. Sandra does. Sandra, out of curiosity, what brand of fat-free cheese do you like? Because I have not found one that I like. And Caroline says the internet is poop there too in Ireland tonight. We're just lucky we're here. Yeah, Mary, I do like lower fat cheeses, but not fat. I'm not a fat-free girl. Not a fat-free cheese girl. Yeah, and Joycelyn says no fat-free cheese for her either. So I am a, yep, Phyllis reduced fat. So reduced fat all day long. This is a reduced fat. So it is, again, 60% less fat and 25% fewer calories. If you like reduced fat cheese and you have a Trader Joe's near you or within 2 hours drive, I'm serious, it is so worth a 2-hour drive to go over there with a cooler, load you up, call me. Trish says that cheese is the best. She's exactly right. Call me if you need help. Text me, message me, something if you get to Trader Joe's and think, what am I doing? What the heck is going on here? Message me. I will walk you through it. This is the best. It melts perfectly. It tastes fantastic. It is mozzarella cheese. I mean, it's, I don't know, it's light, whatever, but this is mozzarella cheese. It is fantastic. I highly, highly, highly recommend. And Debbie's right. They also have, I did not get it this time just because I needed this for getting ready for Easter. Because we're not making huge meals here, so we just needed some little basic things. But they also have a oh, Debbie, is it a Mexican blend? It's like a 3-cheese blend, but I think it's Mexican if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Caroline says, love mozzarella, but it sure smells very strong. Okay, hold on. We got plenty of time. This one does not. So, interesting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Orlando Debbie just confirmed. It is a 3-cheese Mexican blend. That is another light cheese blend that they have at Trader Joe's. And it's just, they're just lighter cheeses. They are not, they're not fat-free. So they melt perfectly. They taste amazing. I love them. Love them, love them. Okay. Next thing, still on the subject of cheeses, Trader Joe's also has light string cheese. Light string cheese. They are 2 points each. Also fantastic though. These are great with an apple. It would be fantastic with one of those Honeycrisp apples, or if you do happen to find the pinata apples. Trader Joe's has pinatas. They've got all different kinds, but the pinatas are the best. If you can find those, they just did not have any this week. But the Honeycrisps are also really good. I think they had Honeycrisp Pink Lady, Cosmic. Of course, they had galas and things like that, but I like the crunchy, crisp apples. Okay, I also picked up some oven roasted chicken breast so that we didn't have to think a lot about meals. John and I have already used, look, there's like 2 slices left in this. We have already used, good night, Mary. Marianne, we have already used all but 2 slices of this, making those stinking tortillas. So if you missed the chat about the tortillas, go, yeah, and Irma's right, Cosmic is wonderful, the Cosmic apples. If you missed the chat about the tortillas, or if you missed the post on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com about with Alyssa making them, you need to go back and watch that. We have already gone through, let me think, probably between 16 and 20 tortillas, making all different configurations. And notice, I bought some things to make even another one, to make some grilled veggies with tortillas and fat-free ricotta cheese, or I'm sorry, reduced fat ricotta cheese. Whew. But John and I have already eaten all but 2 slices of this, making those stinking tortillas. But this is organic roasted chicken breast, and it is organic, and it says chickens raised with all vegetarian feed, free range, no added hormones, no antibiotics ever. And for 2 slices, it is 0 points. You can't beat that. Can't beat that. Okay, so that's the Trader Joe's organic oven roasted chicken breast. And since it is going to be Easter next week, next Sunday is Easter, and we have to have some eggy things if we're going to do Easter. And I don't know about you, but eggs seem to have settled down in our area. If eggs are back to a normal price and a normal availability in your area, I want you to either comment, or if you're here with us live, I want you to give a heart. They're a tiny bit more than they were this time last year, but not anything devastating. So again, in this area, and I'm in East Tennessee, it seems to have settled down actually quite a bit. The shelves were pretty stocked. So I went ahead and grabbed some of the Trader Joe's cage-free egg whites. These egg whites just taste like an egg. I mean, it's egg whites, but it just tastes like an egg, and they are free range, or they're cage-free, which makes me extremely happy. 0 points for this. And then I went ahead and grabbed some of the Trader Joe's pasture-raised large brown eggs, also 0 points. But I did notice, so these are considered large brown eggs. I did notice they're not quite large. I would say these are like extra medium or something. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Carol Lou said that the eggs are not on sale for Easter like they usually are. Okay. And Take says they have plenty of eggs, but they're still $4 a dozen. Joycelyn says at the farmer's market, eggs extra large for a dozen is $12. Wow. $12? Where do you live? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever paid $12, even from a farmer's market. But anyway, I guess the chickens are just, because, you know, they had to, let's see, how do I say this kindly? I don't remember when we talked about eggs. I don't remember what I said. They had to, let's just say we lost a large chicken population when, when they had the chicken bug went through. And so all of the chickens are new. Wow, near San Francisco. Wow, is that normal? I mean, is that like normal for you all? Destroy, okay, a lot of chickens. But anyway, so the chickens that are new, it takes them a long time to be able to lay big eggs. I'm just saying, these are like extra medium. They're not large, but okay, that's okay. That is okay. And if you don't know how to hard boil an egg, we have a chat for that. You can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and just look up how to hard boil an egg in your air fryer. Perfect. Yeah, Tag Cole, I don't know. It wasn't, yeah, it's kind of dicey. Okay. One of our absolute, hands down, favorite things is artichoke and jalapeno dip from Trader Joe's. And this is 2 tablespoons for 2 points. 2 tablespoons for 2 points. And Lisa, that seems like a good price to me. 2 tablespoons for 2 points. It is the artichoke and jalapeno dip. There's also a chat for this. There is a couple of recipes using this on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and you can just look up jalapeno artichoke and find them fantastic. This is where all of this went. Okay, I think we've had 4 of these now. Yeah, to have 2 slices left, I believe we've had 4 of these now. So we had, yeah, that's exactly right. So John and I have had 4 of the tortillas using the chicken breast and this and some spinach on them. Fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. For Easter, super happy that Trader Joe's had this back in stock. So the last few times that I've been to Trader Joe's, this has been out of stock. Oh, and Joni said that was in her cart. She went to Trader Joe's today, and this was in her cart. Awesome, awesome. So these are little medallion. They're little mashed potato medallions, and they're little frozen potatoes, but they're real potatoes. And these are for 1 cup. For 1 cup, just as it is, it's 3 Smart Points. I also have a recipe on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com for I think it's called the world's easiest mashed potato or loaded mashed potatoes, using these. And I use these and do a loaded mashed potato. Oh my gosh. I never ever bring any leftovers home. These are absolutely amazing. So easy. And because they're in these little medallions, they're in little circles. If you just need to make a few, if you need to make a cup full of mashed potatoes, you could. A half a cup, you could. The whole thing, you could. They're so easy. So little frozen medallions from Trader Joe's. Then Alyssa loves these. I do too. These are turkey corn dogs. They are uncured turkey corn dogs from Trader Joe's. Batter dipped turkey franks. They are 5 Smart Points for 1. Delicious. They're absolutely delicious. I mean, I love me a good corn dog, but these are fantastic. Alyssa is right to choose these. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we have only a few more minutes, and I want to show you 3 quick and easy heat and serve meals that I got. the first one is one that I've already tried. And if you are following me on Instagram, you saw this on Instagram. It's just at IfYouHaveAnEgg. But I got the Trader Joe's Chicken Burrito Bowl. This is seasoned chicken breast with brown rice, black beans, red quinoa, cheddar cheese, and corn with a Chipotle Southwestern style sauce. This one is 7 smart points for the whole bowl. Please go check out what I said about this on Instagram. This was as advertised, cooked. It was the same size as it was frozen in the bowl. It looked exact, I mean, it almost looked, you know, it never looks like it looks on the box. It looked almost exactly like it looks on the box. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. I will be going back to Trader Joe's to stock up on these and keep them in the freezer. I can imagine this with like scrambled eggs or some spinach, or it was great with, I had to happen to have some sour cream. You could totally do some non-fat plain Greek yogurt in here for 0 points. This was so good. This one, Trader Joe's Chicken Burrito Bowl in the frozen section. Go, unless you're in Knoxville. If you're in Knoxville, this was terrible. Don't go buy it because I don't want you to sell out because I want to go get some. Absolutely fantastic. This was so good, and it was as advertised, and normally frozen things just are not. Okay, and these last two, quickly before it's time to go, I have not tried these yet, but I have these for lunch this week at work. This one is called Vegetable Biryani. I think I'm saying that right, Vegetable Biryani. And it is a seasoned basmati rice with vegetable dumplings. That looks fantastic. I'm hoping that this is as good as that it is as advertised, because it's an authentic Indian recipe. You can barely smell it because I've had it out for a little bit. But this one is also 7 smart points. I'm fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for good things. The only problem is it is 2 servings per container. So I'm anxious to get this out and see how big that is, because it's 2 servings per container. So I'm hoping that it's going to be absolutely full. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hashtag bulk it up to make that, you know, to make it be filling enough. And then the last one is a Cuban-style citrus garlic bowl. Again, hoping big things for this, hoping that it is going to be, you know, as advertised in this bowl. This one is 11 points, but it is for the entire bowl. So again, hoping that it's going to be as advertised and it is as big as it appears on the bowl. But you can always on things like this, hashtag bulk it up. You can add some 0 point foods to them. You can go ahead and make up some other vegetables, add in some frozen corn, something like that. Always a great idea. So again, Trader Joe's, worth the trip. If you get there and you don't know what to get, call me, text me, send me a private message, or DM me. You know, I'll be glad to walk you through it. And maybe if they stay open late enough, maybe we can do a live trip there together one day. But I hope you enjoyed. Sorry we had some technical difficulties in the beginning. If you did not catch us in the beginning, shoo, because you missed all the drama. Well, it wasn't really drama. It was just anxiousness of trying to get on. You can watch this later on YouTube. It's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. And you can watch this later. If you are watching this on YouTube, please let that next video roll over. I know that you will enjoy it. And please, pretty please subscribe. We are trying to do our balance our finances on how much we spend on this chat versus the little tiny amount of money that we get back from YouTube and things like that. So that's for free for you all. If you just watch. I get like a few pennies every time you watch, so I so appreciate it. But you all have a great week. I hope you found something in the Trader Joe's haul that you will try. Again, definitely, unless you're in Knoxville and then it was terrible, do not go buy them. But y'all have a great week. Next week is Easter. Sounds like we're going to be having a chat because several of you asked for it. We'll probably have some weird colored egg things, you know, since we have 2 granddaughters this year to color Easter eggs with. But y'all have a great evening. I will see you next time. Have a good night. See you later.